Hello, this is Dr. Wang. When you watch this video, you probably have to turn on the volume higher. And then since I'm moving around, and then the computer sometimes would not pick up the sound very well. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the lab. This lab is called fire extinguisher experiment. And then this one is also somewhere they are called CO2 and then capital C, capital O, subscript 2 production. Okay, so if this one you should have received a post in your Google Classroom. If you have not read this lab yet, you should stop the video and then read the whole lab and then come back. Okay, so now assume you have already read, and then we go over. So one part is saying, let's cover this part first. One part is saying what is the independent variable you choose. So for this current experiment, I am going to choose the amount of baking soda. Okay, and then my dependent variable will be the volume of carbon dioxide produced. So make sure this one is capital C, capital O, and then subscript 2. Okay, if you write this way, this would be incorrect. Okay, and then this experiment also wants you to identify 2 controlled variables. So the first one I can tell you, I'm going to use 5 milliliter vinegar every time. So you got to read the lab and observe to come out the second one. This is your job. Okay. So now I'm going to show you what the lab look like. So the teachers give you the vinegar. Here is, maybe I show this pattern. Okay, I should bring up this here to see you. So those are the vinegar here. And then you have a baking soda. Can you see? You can see. Let's focus again. So to the right. Let's go this way. Okay. So hope now you see better too. So those are baking soda for you to see. Okay, and then I weigh them into different amount. So I weigh them into 5.50 gram, and then 7.5 gram, and then weigh 1 gram. Okay, so my starting one would be 0.25. I wanted to weigh this one. I wanted to weigh this one to show you. Okay, so this is the scale I'm using. So when you get this one, you turn this one on. So those are just the basic skills to run through with you, and then make them 0. Okay, and then you never put your chemical directly onto the metal tree. So I put a piece of paper. And then remind myself, this one would be 2.25 gram. Can you see the paper has weight here? So I need to 0 this one. Make this one into 0. And then I started to weigh 0.25. Remember, this is a very small amount. You got to be very careful. So start to add 2. So watch the change of the digital weighing window shows. Very close. Okay. Guys, can you see this one? So I don't want you to worry about this. A little bit less. Okay, 2.5. So the measurements are correct. So I put this one here. Okay. And then I'm going to off this one, put this one away so you have space. So guys, put on my bottle there. You can see me doing the experiment. You can see me doing the experiment. Okay, so this, actually put it this direction. Here, this way. So you can see I have a device here. This one, this bottle, go a little bit here. So this bottle, it will be used for the reaction to go on. So first one, I put this 0.25 baking soda in. Okay, and then here is the device. This device you would use to collect the vinegar. So I take off this rubber band first, the rubber stopper first. So I can use this labeling here. You can see this labeling here to get the volume I need. So, and then this part has 2 lines. So when you pull this one, you can see the 2 lines. We use the front line to see. So if I'm right here, this means 15 milliliter. If I'm go right here, look at the front black line. This one will be, can you read it carefully? This one will be 30 milliliter. Okay, so I told you I'm going to use this one for vinegar. Okay. Measuring I am measure the vinegar. Okay, so now you can come to see my front line. This one is at 5 milliliter, at 5. Okay, and then I'm going to deliver this one into the reaction bottle, and then this one would get in. And then when they produce carbon dioxide, there's no other place to go. They would push the plunger up, and then we can measure the volume. Okay, so you see, I will gradually move this one closer for you to see. So here, I'm going to deliver this 5 milliliter of vinegar in. Okay, and then stuck this one here. So moving closer for you to see, eventually the plunger should move up. So I'm moving, squirting. You can see the reaction is going on. So let me turn direction. You can see the reading. So right now past, how many past 15? It's still moving. Still moving up. When they close to stop, I will show you more closer for you to see that. Okay. It's close to stop. Let's just wait for 1 more minute to see also. Okay, I think it's kind of stopped. Okay, so for the first one, we are going to read it together. And then for the rest of the part, you got to read by yourself. Okay, so I take this one out. And then I bring this syringe close to you for you to see. Focus, for you to see. Look carefully. Okay, and then look at the front line. So the front line is right now exactly at 30. You see this one? This is how you read that. Okay. And then grab your paper. So later on, you are going to make a beautiful data table. So right now, I just like taking notes. Like you have a place to take the notes, not much other function. Okay, so not focused very well. Okay, so here. So when I have a 25 gram, I produced 30 milliliter. So later on, you're going to make a beautiful data table. So label what are they, like this is baking soda, this is carbon dioxide produced. Make a beautiful data table, okay? Right now, I just show you what is the data. So we're going to do those part quickly. And then these three, you are going to read carefully, okay? So I'm going to actually, my time is not enough for this video. I'm going to make a part 2, so stop here. You are ready to read the next 3 experiments. Okay, I'm going to